Are you ready for the heavyweight championship of the world? Are you ready?
Welcome to another episode of Ant in His Corner. Coming out the white corner, my name is Bill, and I'm ready to fight.
Coming out the black corner, my name is Barry, and I'm ready to fight.
All right, I want a good, clean fight. Let's get it on.
All right, welcome to Ant in His Corner, where we settle the score once and for all on who's the best. That includes best music, best TV shows, best movies, best anything, basically. This week, what we talking about, Bill?
Hey, we got something coming up. Versus. It's our next Versus that's coming up May 14th. We have Onyx versus Cypress Hills. East versus West. Cypress Hill versus Onyx.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
All right, boom. All right, so you say Cypress Hill, Onyx versus Cypress Hill. May 14th, and I think it comes before a fight, so it's kind of sticking on with the Ant in His Corner theme, where it's fight night. So, my first question to you, Bill, is: does this matchup make sense?
So I was kind of going back and forth. I kind of didn't really even understand the matchup, but I guess it makes sense. I guess I mean it's kind of hard to say. Maybe Onyx could have went up more against MOP because they have that kind of bounce around slam kind of music, but I mean, yeah, sure, it makes sense.
The surprising part is me and you rarely agree when it comes to matchups. When you say it makes sense to me, it doesn't. And for this one, it doesn't make sense to me. I think Cypress Hill, and I'm trying to think of storylines. Whenever I look at matchups, it's like a former beef or like a friendship. I know Cypress Hill used to have the beef with Ice Cube, but their catalog isn't close to Ice Cube, so that storyline wouldn't make sense. With Onyx, I can't necessarily think of a storyline that ties them to Cypress Hill. I would see Cypress Hill versus Naughty by Nature. I could kind of see. Onyx, to me they just have a hell of an agent because I don't necessarily for this I don't understand that they were the go-to for fight night, and I don't understand the matchup. So this one doesn't make sense to me at all.
I mean we would to know that we would have to pick the brains of Timbaland and Swiss. So
East versus West. I guess Onyx is to the east as what Cypress Hill is to the west. Maybe they looked at it that way. I don't agree with that, but
I don't know. It's hard to say because I really don't know. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. I don't know. It's hard to say because I mean, Cypress Hill, they are a big group. They have a cult. They have a cult following. That's one thing about it. I would never disrespect Cypress Hill as far as their music and what they have meant to the music industry. But again, Onyx has their own cult following on the East Coast.
And now you're jumping into, like, I guess we're already talking about advantages. Like you mentioned, both of them are big groups, but go ahead.
Not really advantages. I'm just kind of just looking more so at the groups as a whole. Again, when you look at Onyx, I just remember that New York bald head Timbs, maybe the big puffy jackets where they just real grungy and they're in the lobbies. I think about them being in a lobby of projects somewhere in New York and just wilding out, doing a bunch of wild stuff. And then, you got their opposite over in the West Coast where you got Cypress Hill smoking the weed. It's all about the weed. They're still a gang member, so it's they're not playing over there either.
Yep.
But again, it's hard to say. I wasn't necessarily high on both of these groups. It wasn't necessarily on my playlist.
Same here.
Certain songs, you just can't. You have to.
And we'll get into those songs later. But same with you. I think both groups have at least one song that you listen to on a playlist, but their whole catalog maybe not so much. So we'll transition into advantages, and I mean I guess I'll set this one off. Personally, I don't feel there's a huge advantage for any of the groups. Like you mentioned, it's kind of an oxymoron, but I agree with you that they're big groups, but as big as cult could get. They have a cult following, right?
Absolutely, they have a
But
cult.
the funny thing is, I do feel like both have a cult following, but Cypress Hill is they have a bigger cult following based off of their music, while Onyx's cult following is based off of stuff outside the music. So I mean, unless they're allowed to play like clips from Moesha, Ride,
Um,
Vlad TV, and
you
Breakfast Club
see,
interviews. But go ahead.
the crazy thing about a cult following,
Yeah.
um, it's a lot of music that we just don't know
But
because it's not in my playlist. Because you have think about somebody like Tech Nine.
Mhm.
Tech Nine has a following for real.
Yep.
But I don't know his music like that, so I can't say why his following is what it is.
But here's the thing: Tech Nine is also known for his music. I feel like Fredro
Yeah.
Starr and Sticky Fingers are known. It's for the movies and the TV
We
roles.
know them for their TV roles, but their true followers, because you got to think they're the backpackers. They know the followings of their backpacker rappers, the underground people, the underground rappers. Their following know them from their music. You see what I'm saying? So I personally, I know Onyx, Sticky Fingers and Fredro from more so from the movie side, but that's me. I can't speak on everybody, especially the New Yorkers and that area up there. That following, I guarantee you, is because of their music.
And that's probably where I'm kind of being it's ignorance on my part, because I just like you said, they are, because they're cult, I guess they are more regionally based, to where you would have to be from New York to understand their true cult following when it comes to like the music. I mean, what about you? Like, do you feel any side has an advantage?
I think probably if I had to give an advantage to either group, it would be Cypress Hill.
All right.
Cypress Hill, one, they sold over 20 million records. They've been nominated for Grammys multiple times. They've had #1 albums. They've had #1 songs. So their music probably has spread mainstream more so than Onyx music has. I mean, their music was also in Friday.
Yep.
You had the beef with Ice Cube and West Side Connection. So, and
that's an LA thing too. LA does a good job of featuring artists in their movies and stuff like that. Like Training Day, they're featured on that, and so I mean, when you look at their catalogs, I mean, you gotta play 20 songs in the verses, right? Last time I checked. So
you gotta play. You gotta play 20 songs in the verses.
Not that we could predict their entire catalog that they're gonna play, but we could at least project, hey, these songs are getting played. Care to share what you got for like any records?
I tell you what, I'll speak on Cypress Hill. You speak on Onyx.
Nah, we're not doing that, bro. I mean, all right. Well, Onyx here is gonna be quick, because at the end of the day, I think they're changing the rules to where you're allowed to play songs multiple times, so they could play Slam 20 times.
They'll lose 20 times.
But that's basically and that's my song from Onyx, the one and that's their most iconic.
That's their most iconic recognized song.
Like, yeah.
But then over on the other side, the Cypress Hill side, you got Insane in the Membrane. You got Just Kill a Man.
Rock Superstar.
You got the Rock Superstar. You got the Throw Your Set in the Air.
I think this one is.
Wasn't that the song that was on Friday? Throw Your Set in the Air.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. I know that was what
I put 3 songs. So you already passed me. And when I was younger, I used to get Cypress Hill mixed up with House of Pain. So they might as well just play Jump Around, because people confuse that. People confuse that group anyway. But yeah, like for me, I feel like this is, and you know what? I'm going to go into this with 0 expectations, because I think last time we didn't really think that Versus was going to be all that exciting, and then
Man, look,
it ended up being decent. So
they man,
watch
look.
this one. They end up having some nice cameos, and then we end up having they put on a good show.
Pie on our face as usual. No,
Mhm.
but that last one, man, that last one surprised me. But um, but then you also have the aspect of gospel on that last one too. You know what I'm saying? So gospel is a it's a little different, and a lot of people listen to a lot of gospel. It doesn't matter what region you're living in for gospel. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Um,
And also personality wise, like I'm just thinking of how I could get entertainment from this. Fredro Starr is pretty like their interviews are extremely funny. Like I know,
absolutely.
He done went viral for what he did on Vlad and Breakfast Club, so I could see them doing crazy stuff on stage that's gonna keep me entertained throughout. So I mean, if I guess we listed their music, we tried our best, but once again, it's like I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm just not too familiar with their catalog. However,
I'll be honest as well.
Yeah, I've learned to just appreciate the show for what it is.
Yeah. But again, though, this is we always talk about this. This is an appreciation, though.
Yep.
We are showing our appreciation to Cypress Hill because they are an iconic, legendary hip hop rap group in music. So we have to acknowledge that they were the first hip hop rap group ever they were the first hip hop group to get a star on a Walk of Fame.
I didn't know that. You just educated me.
Which is crazy when I think about all. Let me go check my records, but I could have sworn I read that.
Some of that's political, but that's still amazing. Like when you, I mean, it's a nice thing. It's a nice feat to hang your hat on. So, but
when you think about Run DMC, when you think about Public Enemy,
some of that people
way
because it's a political
that's
process.
Crazy.
You have to put in paperwork for it, and a lot of people just don't know to put in the paperwork because now. But I'm surprised at that. So I mean, hey, so while we getting into it, we talking about trophies and who getting what's what. Who do you think will win? Like if we do our percentages, give me a percentage on what you think will happen between Cypress Hill and Onyx.
I think it's going to be a lot of high energy on Onyx side. There's going to be a lot of weed smoking on Cypress Hill side.
Do you know where it's at? Do you know where the event is going to be?
No, I don't know where the event is going to be, unfortunately.
So that may turn the tide, but for me, I'm saying personality will play a factor. Like I could easily see myself not knowing a lot of the music, but then some folks winning me over for their stage presence. And I'll let you do your percentage first, and I'll follow up.
I'm not gonna be I'm not
gonna
act like I know their music, like that. So I would say I would give, if we had to spin that spinner around, I would probably go 60-40 Cypress Hill.
I'm really close to you. I'm going 55-45 Cypress Hill. So real close. So I mean, at the end of the day, once again, going in with zero expectations. The May 14th day. I mean, I rather this than Versus kind of staying quiet. I think Versus should be every month we should have some type of Versus activity. So here's the thing, Bill. I already gave you my opinion on does this matchup make sense? I gave you my opinion on songs they'll possibly play, advantages, and also who do I think will win. But my word isn't the gospel, So I mean, what you say we know what to do. What do they do if they have an event?
Hey, if you're in the audience, you know what to do. Go down to the comment section. You know what we call it. We call it My 2 cents. And please leave your 2 cents. Does this matchup make sense? Who do you think will win?
Yeah.
Are there any advantages for Onyx or for Cypress Hill? Go to the comment section. Let us know.
And also with some of these groups, sometimes they have songs that we know, but we don't know it's them. So list their catalogs in the comment section, especially the folks from New York for Onyx, because I think you guys will probably do them justice by showing them some love. I think
Yeah.
they are. It's safe to admit they are regional. So
Mhm.
it's a regional for both of these groups. But yeah, go ahead and list some of the songs that you expect to see that night. You know, are you
Yeah.
feeling the matchup or no? So let
Yeah.
us know.
I mean, it's regional because that would be the same as if we had Poison Clan on a versus.
Mhm.
Poison Clan is very regional. They are Florida based
It's
rap
just
group, but they are an iconic rap group based in
yeah.
Florida. If you live in Florida, if you from that area, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and like we're saying, Fredro Starr and Sticky Fingers are iconic outside the music world, right? So we're
Mhm.
just talking about music. You can't bring your acting resume to verses. It's
Mhm.
really I don't know if enough folks are familiar with the catalog, but I may be wrong, and that's what 2 Cents is for.
Yep.
But outside of that, Bill, what's another way they could support?
Y'all know how to support. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, subscribe to our channel, leave us a comment. All right. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that when we upload videos, you will be instantly notified. And please don't forget to share our content. Send it, copy, and send it out to your people. And one more thing, follow us on Twitter and follow us on Instagram. Same handles. And in this corner one, that's a number one, and in this corner one, both on Twitter and on Instagram.
We appreciate you guys. Outside of that, peace.